Hi folks, we are in round 6 of the World Cup. We're going to watch game 3 between Italy and Slovenia. This is an important match now. It decides the last place in the cut, in the top 8. And the game we are watching is Lenny Many-Faced God for Slovenia against Stark Valyrian Steel for Italy. And I have not actually had any time to check the decks, so I will do so now. So Saraaa, how do you think this one should go?
I didn't look that closely at the Valyrian Steel deck, I have to see. So, what are some of the plots? Because I don't see any barring the gates or something like that, so that's alright. There is March to the Wall, so no timing on setup here. That was one of the things that Peter likes to do, right? In every game to just get timing on setup, and actually, looking at the game, he now sets up Marcella, which she's going to have to die on Vanquish, right?
Interesting situation, yeah. I mean, you could sacrifice Halfman's Horde in theory if you want it on top of the dead pile, but yeah, Marcella will have to do, I think. It's actually not great.
Mm-hmm.
And
And I don't see many anti-jumper things in the deck. There is some in Starlight, but not here. And there's some of the attachments that can cause problems if they come in during the challenge. For example, if you have ice as a surprise, you can. It can be a problem, but I think if you have a strong aggro round, that would be pretty good. And what happened here?
Sweet Sleep on Eddard so that his attachments die.
Alright.
Well, it will be difficult to kill him off. Something big will need to come in, I think.
Yeah, and the attachment, so it's some strength boosts, and sorry, I'm paying half attention to the screen and half on the looking at what is
Yeah,
in
he
the deck
had
actually.
Lady and Vanguard Leader.
Mm-hmm.
Now that means also that if Eddard dies now, Lady goes back to hand. Hmm.
Well, they play actually. I really like this. In this type of decks, I always think if there's space to include it, they play Arya's Gift, which can move the attachment, so it can move Sweet Sleep to something that's even if you have a negative attachment, you can move it to another character, and it can release the attachments from Earth. So it would be interesting to see if he gets that.
Well, Treachery on Great Hall so that not much comes in, but unfortunately, I mean, still there is Claim Soak and March to the Wall Soak. Will be difficult really to kill everything here. You could, though, if assuming a military icon comes in, you should be able to intimidate at least. Oh, it's 2 claim as well, so yeah, very important actually to push it through if you can. And Myrcella is now presumably going to die, which puts her on the top of the dead pile with her intrigue icon for what it's worth. Would be better if she survived.
Yes.
This was just a regular 2 claim plot.
There's also Nightmares in the deck, and 3 copies of Winter is coming, but looks like nothing's gonna be coming in during challenges now. Oh, and Painted Dogs, well.
Well,
That's really great for us, I think.
it's not big enough though.
Yeah, but if you do one challenge and intimidate,
Mm.
you can do now Intrigue, intimidate Earth, and it's gonna be big enough, right?
Should be.
Oh, and Caitlyn and Jason go. That's pretty good.
Let's score Caitlyn.
Mm-hmm. And of course, it is harder to find dupes in these matchups, in these decks that placed 75 cards, right?
Yeah.
And only one bodyguard because of the agenda.
So now, potentially, to claim. Now there is March to the Wall on both sides, you said, right? So, do you march
Yes.
Arya to march Halfman's Horde?
I definitely don't think so.
Would be risky. Oh, there's some protection here from that.
Interesting.
Well, now you don't. Peter plays Morgulis in his deck and no bodyguards. But probably a bit early he has the aggro working and the painted dogs. So we saw in Battle for the Seven Kingdoms, we go first now actually, we saw a Stark Valyrian Steel deck that was quite successful, that actually played Morgulis, and I watched a couple of games where that was left for round 7 and Stark just won on round 6. It didn't seem like a good plot, so I'm kind of sad that Stark doesn't have it here. Might be
Yeah,
forced to reset
they
themselves.
have the Harris, and here I think first Snow could even, I don't want to say backfire, but Arya is going to come back next round duped, right? But there is a high chance that Eder dies, I think.
Well,
Okay,
Doof Trickle, okay.
interesting.
It's going to absorb some claim
Yeah,
there.
I'll try really hard not to root for Stark. I really like this deck. I liked the one that they play in Seven Kingdoms, and this one seems to look nice as well. There's also a copy of Frozen Solid if you get it on Lannister. I think it could be annoying. And 3 gold left, so. Oof, okay. I was gonna say, what do we have coming in?
Yeah, the claim raise most of all, I think, is going to
I'm
come
looking
from
at the
Tyrion.
list, and there isn't, what's that, marriage pact. There's no marriage pact to come in, but if ice comes in, that is how much on military? Think enough, but with milk snakes, seems like it's not gonna be a problem. Yeah,
Ice
but
is
Tyrion
plus
now
2.
is dying, right?
Tyrion is at the moment dying, so no painted dogs this round, but maybe the agenda will not be used. Maybe we'll see the Iron Bank will have its due.
Yeah.
That's gold for 2 painted dogs then.
Hmm.
Unless, of course, Peter wants icons here.
So let's see what comes in. Bearskin cloak. It's not great. Especially because there's stealth. Yeah, this doesn't have to be bestowed to have stealth. No.
No.
Okay.
But you probably do need all of them in the challenge. Do we have actually, now that the agenda is spent and Water Dancer Sword's not going to work, I don't think there is any theoretical way, right, to increase the strength. Well, Peter goes all in anyway. Ah, okay, so that's going to cancel the
Okay.
claim raise, unless there's a hand judgment. There isn't. It's not
Yeah,
going to
that's
cancel
not.
intimidate though, so one is claimed, one is intimidated. That's too bad.
Yeah.
So now do we have the Iron Bank will have its due.
Yeah, pretty good to have it now. Okay.
No.
Well,
So guess Tyrion
not
is
sure if
going.
military makes sense, the most sense here, because Tyrion is dying anyway. Unless there's the event, which I am assuming there's not, because I've not played otherwise.
Wonder why he didn't do painted dogs instead this round. Instead
Maybe
of
he
the
wanted
milk
stealth,
snakes.
was afraid of some extra strength boost, because if he didn't have stealth, actually ice with 3 gold would be enough to win on defense even.
Okay, so now we have Tyrion in the dead pile. There is, of course, close call.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately that's played into a winter plot, unfortunately.
Yeah, and now I think Time for Wolves is going to get something. So it actually doesn't have Grey Wind. See correctly? Is it?
Mm-hmm.
No, does it play the other Grey Wind or does it not have it at all?
No, just Summer.
Interesting. So Summer is actually the only
Lady
target.
also.
Lady and Summer. Interesting.
That's very risky, right? Lady was already
Yeah.
drawn. But okay, that gets more claim soak. But as soon as long as there's no bodyguard, I mean, one Brugulis kills everything. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Now Summer has been spent. Okay,
Yeah,
Arya's still there. Fortunately, the Econ's pretty good and Valyrian still draws so well, so even if you Morgulis, they can repopulate, they should be able to. Although some unique stuff is dying, so Eddard is dying. Caitlyn and Sir Jason we saw discarded, but there are other copies.
Yeah, there's Rob and stuff, and there is also
There's actually only one Arya.
Heir to the Iron Throne, which with Heir you could potentially hit a dupe.
Okay, so now no Morgulis because Tywin is here. Well, I have to be careful because if there's a winter is coming.
Do you know there's painted dogs in hand now?
Okay, Tywin protects the power.
Yeah, not sure what can come in for one. Maybe it's just like you said. Yeah. Honestly, this kind of seems like it might be winter is coming.
No.
Oh no, winter is coming.
And now there is a clansman on top, so now painted dogs will just stand Tywin
Tywin. Yeah.
on the counter.
That's some renown.
Although, if you're taking painted the dogs back to hand, I mean, these two characters are not great for March to the Wall alone. Do we still have Valyrian in hand? We do, right? So that's ambush
I've gone
1.
back. Yeah. Ambush 0 actually with the agenda. Or
Is it?
1.
Is it?
Does it have ambush 2 by default?
I think it's ambush 2 by default.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Probably has to come in.
Mm-hmm.
And alternatively, you could bring painted dogs in, and actually you cannot because of Harrenhal. Okay, so it's nightmares.
Oh, that's bad.
It's not the best, but okay, we'll just do intrigue then, I guess.
Yeah, but that means it's going to be discarded and it's not going to be around for next rounds. Oof, hits Meiji. That's a good hit, I think. Meiji can find a lot of cards. Although not that many Mormons. There's one only Alicane and one single copy of Daisy. So, yeah.
I'm not liking this because it's we're down to 2 cards in hand. Winning on the board, but the Harris is not fun.
There's the Harris, and also if you Until we have Valyrians, good for March, but still. Eventually we have to play our own Harris and Morgulis. So we have the Harris Morgulis March, then what's the last plot that we can play?
Summer Harvest.
Yeah. None of that seems brilliant.
Summer Harvest never seems to be played, so I wonder if that's
Yeah.
something to reconsider.
I think Peter didn't go for you win or you die at the end, which could be
Now what
a
does
good
he
one
do?
sometimes.
He actually marches first, which means Eddie will
Ah,
get marched now, right? Yeah. Could have done it the other way, depending on cards in hand. I mean, if it's two non-characters, then no. But yeah, you could do Harris first and then march Summer and Valyrian, but doesn't seem great. No power on the faction card now either, which sucks a little bit. Now, could we get a dupe for Tywin? He's never been duped yet.
We get Tyrion. The only problem here is, we have Morgulis and Harris left, so. Yeah.
Plenty
And
of econ on
actually,
the other side, but also the same problem, right?
And
now no way to gain intimidate. And if you lose military, Valyrian cannot be claimed.
yeah.
Then I guess you just Morgulis, whatever.
Yeah, now she can stand this small John. But yeah. I mean, right now you are kind of okay. You are kind of losing.
March and
It's very
air still.
reluctant.
Air
Yeah,
is not going to be
very
pleasant.
reluctant to use the King's Road. He could use the King's Road and then also bring Mira through shadows, but yeah. Oh, we have another painted dogs. That's good for us.
Yeah, that's handy. And also I'm just looking at Time of Plenty still in the Stark deck, so honestly that helps the player who is struggling for cards more.
Yeah, but they have air and they have what's the other plot?
And now Tyrion is getting the milk.
Oh, right.
Tywin is getting the Clansman trait. Yeah, Tywin has renown, and he could stand twice, right? So he will do stuff before he gets Morgulist. I wonder if playing milk on Tywin would have been better here. I mean, you can try to defend him a
Do you
little
not
bit.
do the challenge before putting painted dogs in because the strength is decreased? But I guess if you put it into the challenge anyway, so. You could do power first, I guess, and then put painted dogs in to do military. Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Well, there's still stealth on Arya, so I mean, Valyrian can be claimed, so I guess is Tyrion going then?
Looks like it.
No power on the
Honestly.
faction card, otherwise this would have been a pretty decent challenge to do in Tywin's renown. Up to 12, well, one more round of this and it's okay, but Painted Dogs needs to survive the intrigue claim now. It's by far the biggest tool now. Ah, why? Why Painted Dogs?
Oh, Jesus.
Still 35 minutes left. If you can't close, it's not great.
Yeah, and I think in this situation, yeah, like I said, you win it. I could be better than having time of plenty for the next round. It's a bit, yeah.
So looks like a march to the wall now for Stark, right?
Does it? I
Well,
mean, it marches Valyrian. Is
yeah,
it a
exactly.
benefit?
Let's leave Tywin all alone. Ooh, okay. It's
Okay, I
actually
think
time of
that's good
plenty.
for better then.
Can we get another painted dogs? If there was one more now, it would be
Yeah,
game over possibly, but too bad it went really bad. 40 cards left, so he's not entitled to draw another one. Actually, now Tyrion is dead as well, so no clansman trait for Tywin.
yeah, but it's a good job that Mira went away.
Mm. Marshalling Burnman. Okay, that means he is intentionally keeping all the gold he can. Winterfell stops
Well, if
both
nothing else,
players.
yeah, if nothing else, the goal does give a big strength boost, right?
Hmm.
Can we rather not have Rob Stark?
Yeah, I mean, Lord of Winter is coming. That's been there, the threat for since the beginning, and hasn't been played yet. Valyrian cannot be killed and can't win military on defense because of the stealth. Now he uses the King's Road here.
Can just sense the Rob Stark. Okay, Caitlyn. Well, borderline worse.
And 2 gold left.
2 gold could bring in Wolf King, could bring in. Oof, Needle even. Magnum Stone is something. And of course the events. But yeah.
Well, do we have anything useful in hand is the question. Like a half-man's horde. That's still alive, it is. Because the problem is, I mean, you can win a challenge with Tywin, sure, and get his renown, but then you're getting 3 challenges back and at least 2 of them unopposed. That's a start.
Not down puts us on 13. But what do you do then? The problem is he can now defend with Jason, no Jason, Small John, and stand him with Jane if he wants to. Or just defend with Arya, because honestly, you're now. It doesn't seem like you're going to be having power challenges on the. Yeah, on
I think
the.
he could have also defended this with everyone and last hurt, right? To actually win. Oh no, actually it's just +2
No,
from for
it's.
one person, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
For one character. Well, okay. I mean, Peter is on
Well, it's
13,
actually +2 for the challenge, but
so
it doesn't matter.
he can do 2 challenges. It will force 2 defenders most likely,
Oh, is
right?
it for. Yeah, it's for. Okay.
Well, both
So,
for the military, interesting.
yeah.
Why both? Why not just one?
Well, it could be, but not now. But it could be the Moon Brothers, right?
And I'm guessing some ambush is coming for intrigue. There was Moon Brothers.
Moon Brothers, yes.
I have to gain the icon. Why not just attack with one character on the military? And
And
then
it would be winning.
you'd have one standing there.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of them will, I think, defend. I mean, it's a risk to leave it. Thinking Caitlyn defends and then Jane stands. The renowned guy. Or you leave it and do 2 challenges. They will be unopposed, unless there's another ambush.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like very wise to do. Yeah.
And he can do 2.
Yeah, always a good thing that you have.
No, so he's not a
Caitlyn.
Wolf King at the moment. So he can only do 1.
No, and it doesn't seem like he's going to be.
So Stark still has marched, we said, right? Which wins initiative.
March. That wins. What else do they have?
They have air, so they're going to play March, I think, and try to just win. And Peter has Morgulis and Summer Harvest. He can Morgulis, but that puts that puts us back to 8-6.
Yeah, I don't think Morgulis is like a realistic option, especially because there's still Arya that survives. And 2 cards in hand, like.
Well, if the timer was about to expire, then maybe, but... Well, I mean, plenty of gold, and needs to close this round because of Morgulising himself, unless he finds a dupe for Tywin now. And also needs to not lose, which is going to be tricky. Why does Arya have power on her? Did she have renown at some point? Did she have the...
No, she had Eddard's power, I think, at
okay.
that point.
So let's see what comes in. I guess everything. No, it's going to be Morgulis into air. That's not great. So it needs to end this round or find a dupe for Tywin.
He would need some extra renowns to close, I think, because if you have renown and power claim, and let's say that he has Winter's coming on power, that's 3.
Well,
now has another renown, so 14. Then if everything is opposed, oh, and bodyguard. I don't even know that we have bodyguards.
We have 1. Milk would have been even better, I think.
Well, but if you now oppose everything,
Well,
could you oppose everything and you go for Morgulis? I think it should be okay.
just can't get Sweet Sleep on Tywin then.
Well, no, Sweet Sleep is in this card, right? No?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
no, our Sweet Sleep was in this card, yeah.
Here we go. That possibly forces a defender. Is there any other source of renown that could come in and win on defense? If there's another burn man, just play that. You can actually...
So what's the power situation?
With Milk Snakes you can put gold on Tywin if you give him the trait. For what it's worth, then he would take a lot of investment to beat him actually. Although now Arya might not be a problem anymore. I don't think there's any other stats.
You could potentially now move the gold from these ones, these milk snakes, to burn one and kill it. Why not do it?
Yeah, I mean, should have moved the gold really, but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because now milk snake is not in place, so it's not giving stealth.
Oh, milk snake has to be in play to give it.
But
Okay,
you
okay,
can
fair enough.
get stealth now from being in the dead pile.
And you should probably get, but no stealth for Stark now, and it's 17. 17 plus last heart, it would be 18. So enough. Okay, interesting. He's not confident that he's winning.
No. I mean, you could defend with another character. If nothing... Oh, actually you cannot. Yeah, it has to be Tywin. Because of the location. Okay. I mean, you're still getting stealth, but no power icon now from milk snakes. You can get a power icon
Well, it's
from the
alright
Winterfell still.
if now nothing else happens, you have unopposed intrigue and you win. Surely.
Well, if nothing else happens.
But what can come in for 0?
Can Robb Stark stand everyone is the question. If he could, I think other characters would have already been in the challenge at some point.
Yeah, and even if he stands everything, nothing has intrigue except Caitlyn. Which, let's do it. Okay.
Well. Is it enough or are we going another round?
Well, I think this is enough.
Okay. So that went pretty well. I mean, it was dodgy. I almost had to Morgulis himself, and I've never seen a dupe for Tywin in this deck yet. But, okay, got the bodyguard there. So I have not had the chance to get any dinner yet, so we'll say goodbye pretty quickly. Just to let you know, it is 3-0 now, so 5 games left, and we just need to win one to force the extra game, the decider, if it's 4-4. If we win 2 more, then we beat Italy for the best third place team of groups Ice and Fire. And yes, we still have some matchups, in my opinion, where we have a chance. Although, as always, we've been here before. It gets more and more difficult always towards the end of the week to actually close it, and no game is really guaranteed. So, thank you all for being with us on this one, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.